infectious. Thank you so much for the wonderful talk. May we have a big round of applause for Dr. I take an immense pleasure inviting our next panel speaker, a prolific speaker, I should say. I've heard him last time. And I invite Professor Dr. A. Suryanarayana, the former Dean, Faculty of Management, Osmania University, and Chairperson, Board of Studies, Department of Business Management. Over to you, sir. And for all the speakers, I have one request to please maintain the time so that we can take more of the audience questions. Thank you.
I'm a commerce graduate way back in 73, 76, almost 50 years ago. I studied Sanskrit as my second language, 73, 74, 74, 75. I studied Raghuvamsha, Mahabali Kaladasa's epic poem, or several epic poems that he had written. This is one of the first and the greatest ones. The very first sloka says, Vagantha Sampritto, Vagantha Pratipataye, Jagataha Pitaro, Vande, Parvati, Parameshwara. He offers salutations, I don't want to waste my time on that. Immediately he says, where is Raghuvamsha? Where am I? So he says, because Surya Prabhava Vamshaha, but Alpa Vishyamati here, man, small intellect. And then Raghuvamsha is so huge, it's a humongous. And then, how can it, something like the predicament that I find myself in now is something analogous to the one that Kalidasa must have, he himself must have undergone centuries ago. That's what's called as education and evolution. If you put them together in juxtaposition, that to 2050, almost a quarter century away from us, coming with the vision document, a broad, vibrant, coherent, consistent picture of what is going to be, how it is going to be, where it is going to be. Clear memory. It is not going to be alpha change or beta change, it is going to be gamma change. Because change, as we all know, is one of the greatest constants in life. There are three things that are constant. Death is constant because we have to take the birth holiday, and change is constant, which you can't avoid. You have to embrace it, you have to adopt and adapt. So that's going to be one. Third thing is going to be, in a country like India, it is going to be the taxes, which are constant. Now, coming to this, education and evolution, it is going to be not a pendulum shift, it is a paradigm shift that you can visualize. If Madam, as the session, this panel discussion coordinator, moderator, when she could really enumerate some of the things that are likely to happen in the classroom setting, teaching learning context. Fortunately, we are all students of management, teachers of management. Management has taught us there are 4 managerial functions: planning, organizing, directing, controlling. Most basic organic functions. We don't mention decision making because decision making is the very art of planning, the art of planning. So when you are going to say vision document, goal setting, objective determination, procedure, policy, guideline, guidepost, roadmap, route map, post, signpost, nitty-gritty, nuts, bolts, screws and watches, rules and regulations include. This is going to be fun. If she could really, the visualization happens because of forecasting, which is a planning element, a planning component, a planning ingredient, a byproduct of planning. We have some information beyond 2024. So the type of things that are happening, that have been happening, take a hindsight and then come up with a foresight. That is 26. So that's how she could visualize and say that these are the things that are likely to happen because with some information, if you can really premise and postulate, if you can extrapolate the data, extrapolate the historical evidence that we have to have, so then that's going to be possible. Now quickly, ultimately it boils down to only one thing. The litmus test, the acid test for the teaching learning process that has been happening, and more so that would be happening in the next quarter century, is going to be this. That is, people have been talking about accessibility, availability, affordability, but I will say that all these are happening. Sustainability is the real. That's one thing. Second is going to be, people have been talking about shaping, influencing education, educator. But one more thing is going to be, I think there's a professor here sitting here, impactful. Are you impacting? That is going to be most important. That ultimately it boils down to, it's not just shaping, not just influencing. The day you're not able to leave an impact on the learners, the students, I think it's not going to be. That one more acid test is going to be for the entire teaching education is, if it is not going if it's not going to make the learners job ready, market ready, industry ready, future ready, not only future ready, because people have been talking about reskilling, upgrading. You will be outliving your own utility in order for you to be able to ensure that you are sustainable, you are really bull understand that you are there. That's why he said LLL. It's not going to be learning license. It's going to be lifelong learning, 3 years. Let me add one more L. What is that? Lifelong love for learning. The thirst, the hunger, the passion, the fire in the belly. The day you are not able to create the learner, your education is going to be reduced to a naught. Big zero. There's going to be one more thing. There's going to be one thing. We're all denizens of Bangalore, netizens, wherever we are, because we have been using net. We are all citizens of India because, of course, few people, Singapore and now, the day you are going to make your education to make the learners global citizens, then that's worth the time that you're spending in education institutions. There's going to be one more thing. Now, I studied long ago, 77, I think, this actualist, he has come up with a model called as immaturity. Learning and teaching is all about you are in the state of unawareness, making you aware. That's good one thing. You are in the state subordination, making you to become, that's good. If not superordinate position, at least equal position, that's going to be learning and teaching. One more thing is going to be, if you're a boy, a girl, a learner, a student, with limited hobbies, interests, passions, no, that's no good. Many and varied, various, multifarious, such type of hobbies you should be able to have. Then only you are going to, the holistic education that he's talking about, yes, that's what here, same Kalidasa says, what is that? Akara satrusa prajnaha, prajnaya satrusagamaha, agamai satrusa. So what it means is the Raghuvamsha dynasty, the kings used to be, it's not just 6 footers, etc., etc. As is the personality, the intellect has to be like that. As is the mental intellect, the prowess, the knowledge, the skill sets, the idea, whatever you are going to have, there must be plans that the prognosis that you are going to be coming up with must also be in sympathy with the beautiful intellect. Don't become Charles Sobras or maybe Adani Mama. So that's how it is going to be. So this is very exactly. And as are the conceptualization, the way you conceptualize, design, develop, deliver, that's also must equally be in tune with that. Then only it's going to integrate a holistic education. That's what I mean. No, I can go on. Now, let me simply say this. This is what's called as they were talking about role. I think very first was that she is a role. Understand? It's very, very easy for you to come up with a job description, a job offer, and then these are the duties and responsibilities that you are expected to bow. That's the button that you are going to really shout at. But it's very, very difficult for you to come with a role analysis and a role description because role is much broader, wider, deeper in its connotation and denotation. Because it's going to bring out all the behavioral constellations that I can. So I'm a compulsive talker. So that's why here. But you are, the day you are going to make learning not just an interest, a hobby or something like that, a passion. That's what one man army like that here, a passion. I'm 69 years old, still I am after Scopus. We never knew what is Scopus, what. Now I am to dozens of Scopus, everybody's day. Still, I never studied in Cambridge. I never studied in Oxford. I could be inside Oxford University. I could be inside the MD department, virtually. Where is it? I never did my doctoral program there. I never did my postdoctoral. I'm a Telugu medium boy. Throughout the studying Telugu medium. I don't know what is a convent school. I don't know what is English medium. Anyway, that's all. So this is what I have been for. I'm not just sitting through, I was listening, not simply hearing the sounds that are getting generated, because I was listening with understanding. So many thinklets. I can respond to each and every word. So, but that's it. I think some 20 years ago I had been to IIM Kozhikode. They just said the theme was HT and HR. What is HT? That is high tech and high touch. Low touch, high tech but low touch. And low tech, high touch. But we want a win-win situation, a win-win introduction, a win-win strategy, a win-win effort in the form of technology. As I told you, I don't fumble. I don't falter. I don't flounder. I don't set for words. That's it, God's gift. That's how it is going to be. So it's not simply going to be, I'll stop here, it's not simply going to be the IQ that you are building, but EQ. I think it was Lord Krishna who has taught Arjuna, with this I'll stop, we can come back. It's your questions, I think I can shoot. He said that equity, equality, equality, here it is going to be, equality is more important for you, not equality, that's going to be taking in the stride the successes, the defeats, the failures, ups, downs, travails, tribulations, all these things in you. That's going to be a good one. I think
we'll have to continue to listen to you, but just in
that's right, in a different form.